Hey, oh man, like 80 days without drinking. So, um, by not drinking for 80 days now, drinking some Red Bull, I gotta go to work. mm, I guess all I can say um, is everything in life seems to be falling in place. Like unbelievably good. It seems like, um, there's so many times when I'm drinking that I'm worried that the life is gonna be too good or something. Like I'm worried to succeed in a way. But right now, maybe it's the age I'm at or whatever that like whatever kind of idea I have of success doesn't it seems more comfortable to me now than trying to than getting too afraid to move on. It's almost like drinking keeps me in one spot and I don't venture too far from anything and I don't get too crazy. Um so uh so like I so I was just gonna say I've quit drinking and then I've been doing the stock market. I've made close to $500 in 3 weeks. I'm putting another $1,000 in it tomorrow, and might start bitcoins and cash. Different types of currency things, ways of trading, and and then my house is clean. I'm getting parts fixed in my house. I'm on top of all my bills. I'm getting close to being on top of Christmas stuff. This time of the season is kind of difficult. Um, I haven't been into art and stuff, but I'm meeting people that I wanted to meet. I'm like going on some little adventures in Chicago. I'm I'm just totally like on top of life, like the way that is comfortable and makes sense to me, and I'm moving a little bit further than those areas. So I totally 100% contribute it to not drinking. I always say I love alcohol and I wish I could drink, but I did just have a really hard time with it. Like I just can't quit, even though, even though I still want to try again. I mean, some of the best times I can imagine right now. If I could have like the funnest time, I imagine drinking during that time. Maybe like I'll start planning it out where I'm like 4 times a year I'll drink and get like as drunk as I want to get or something like that. It's just after I do this, but it's just the problem is just quitting quitting after I do it. Like I know I could go have fun with friends. The thing I'm most scared of is when I drink and then kind of crash the next day. Is drinking the next day a little bit to just make that a little easier on myself, but then not continuing to forget about it and feeling so good from alcohol after that that I continue doing it for weeks. So if I can get kind of drunk the next day, drink a little bit, and then quit completely without being depressed for 3 to 9 days afterward, then I think I could like drink a few times a year and it would be even beneficial, I think. And so that's one of my favorite reasons. One reason why I might drink besides that is like if I'm in pain or if I was like in real bad pain. But and socially drinking could be awesome, but I just if I say once a week, I mean I fall in love with alcohol. There's no I'll forget who I'm with. I mean, the alcohol becomes a priority. So with friends and maybe like 4 times a year would be awesome. And that's almost, like once every 3 months. So that's still could be a lot because I could probably definitely drink like 2 times. I could probably still put drink like 20 beers in those 4 times. So that's like 80 beers a year, which is almost 1/4 of the year. So I could drink a lot in that period of time. But um, other than that, I just kind of was updating because I haven't been making videos. I've been really busy working, and Um, and I just haven't been that interested in the videos because, like I was kind of saying before, and I really want to really emphasize this strategy of living is that, I make charts and I put them on my wall of the hours, the time I worked, and everything. I have a list of like all the food that I try to keep in my fridge and cook every week. I've been trying to spend $150 a week on just groceries and at the most. And so making these videos is kind of the same. It's like everything's fallen after I practiced those things for like a month or two. They're all falling into place where now I'm able to like have my life really on track. I bought this bike back here to make work easier, and life is just so much on track that now I'm able to just have my house clean, have all of the food the healthy food, have all of the $150 of food ready every week, all my clothes clean, everything I need for work ready, and all my little like things I write on my wall to keep me on track are all done. So now I'm able to like venture off a little bit and like maybe go check out music, maybe uh, go meet somebody and stuff like that. So it's kind of I always really want to emphasize when you practice something enough after a month or whatever, and you're mentally every day you're like I got to get up at this time, I got to do this. It starts to become natural, and then you're good at it, and then you can add other things to your life and incorporate it because you're changing your lifestyle, and that's what is really important. Because if you want to um get to a certain point of where you want to be in life, um in the same city, you might have to change your lifestyle to adapt to who you want to become and how you want to live and what kind of house you want to live in and all these things that you need to save money for or whatever. But it's a little bit different than picking up and moving everything and saying I'm gonna sell everything I have and move to this other country or this other state, because when you do that you're changing your lifestyle really dramatically, and I'm the best at that. That's what I'm best at. But to gradually change my lifestyle into making my life healthy, um, is a little more work for me because it's not something I'm used to doing, but it is what I'm doing. So I just wanted to say, if you're gradually making a lifestyle changes like that, um, those catch on as long as you just remind yourself every day and keep notes of it and keep track of it. And that's something that I have to do a lot. Mm. Another thing that really helps my life every single day. Like I just woke up, um, and I don't know why this works. And I was just telling my friend, but taking a nap in the middle of the day, if you can go to sleep, it's almost like I'll come home for lunch and I'll like eat a bunch of food because I kind of do intermittent fasting. So I try to eat at like 2 or 3 when it's slow at work, and I'll eat a bunch of calories and I'll just lay down and I'll start to fall asleep, and that's the best time I can fall asleep. And I've heard that it's because of the circadian rhythms happen at like 12 or 1 in the afternoon or 2, and then at midnight. So for some reason that's in the daytime, they say. But the thing I notice is like I'll fall asleep really fast. It's really super easy for me to fall asleep. I make my room's dark. I have curtains in my room, and I just turn off the lights and I'll lay down and I'll put your alarm on for a half an hour, and you can make some coffee or something, and fall asleep, and it's the weirdest thing is it really doesn't require me to sleep really. It's like the falling asleep that matters. It's like you're falling asleep, and I don't get why this works, but as soon as all of a sudden I'm asleep, like as soon as I have this weird thought go through my mind, I'm awake. I'll wake up and I have a little more energy, and I don't even feel like going back to sleep. So, um, and I don't know what that is. It's almost like your body releases certain hormones, probably, and for some reason, and you can get up pretty easily. I can, and you're good. It's like you reset your battery, and it's my favorite time of the day. Like I get a ton of energy about 2 or 3 hours after I'm awake, and it's about 4 or 5 o'clock. I get a ton of energy for like 2 to 4 hours, and so it really, really helps. It really makes me feel more positive and outgoing and happy. And so I just go to sleep for really like a minute, but I mean like I'll lay down for 20 minutes or 10 minutes and then fall asleep for like a second and wake up. And I'll set my alarm just in case I start sleeping. If I don't get much sleep the night before, I can sleep for hours, but um, or probably an hour at least. But I try to just sleep a minimum, of like 10 minutes, of five, really, like a second to 5 minutes, and that's what I would consider sleep is the actual second to like 5 minutes. But the falling asleep might happen for like 10 or 20 minutes. So then, one of the biggest problems I found is if I go out right when I wake up, sometimes I am kind of like sleepy still, and I get kind of frustrated. So what I try to do is right as soon as I get up, I eat like a piece of chocolate or eat something with sugar in it, like that gets your insulin higher, or like protein powder or maybe a banana and protein powder. But whatever I think it lowers your blood sugar when you fall asleep, because when my blood sugar is low, I get kind of frustrated, and I notice when I wake up, I usually have like frustration, a little bit frustrated at first with things. If I was a conductor at an orchestra, like I would be like, I can't. My hands are moving at a different pace. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My hand all dirty. I'm sorry, violin players. But anyway, um, so that's kind of just a little tip of trying to make your life better. I I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I could say? I haven't been making many videos. I've had some ideas, but it hasn't really been as necessary for me because I think it's kind of like my mind decided that I'm doing fine without alcohol, as where every time previously I made a video, it really kind of had to do with this feeling I had that was kind of connected to drinking, where I was like, all right, I need a beer, or I need to make a video to explain how I feel for whatever reason. But it was really a strong feeling when, and maybe it was, I did want to drink, and now it's like I don't even remember what it's like to drink. I only remember the good things, and I know it's messed up for me, so I know I can't do it, but I know I don't want to. But um and so the kind of video making is also kind of gone downhill. I'm I'll keep making them though, at least once a week, and probably more because I'm still making them like every 2 or 3 days. But they're not as intense as my first videos were. And anyway, if you're still watching, or you're just watching, this is my not drinking video channel, and keep good luck quitting drinking. It's I definitely, if anybody questions whether or not you should drink, and you can't quit, and you can't stop, and you're having a tough time with it, any way that you can possible to devote your whole entire day to not drinking could really help you and help everything about you. So is it whether change a job, whatever you need to do to quit drinking, because I've been stuck before drinking every day and getting drunk every day, and it's really hard, and I don't know how I would have quit unless I got lucky. So I think it is could be a dangerous thing, and you can get stuck doing it. But anyway, good luck quitting drinking, and good luck to your life. All right, bye.